Welcome back to the channel, guys. I have something new to show you. You may have seen this in the video at Power Cruise, but we have a new trailer in the fleet. Very exciting. This is a 24-foot enclosed trailer. I bought it from a coworker. He gave me a screaming deal on it and just couldn't pass it up. So now it's so dirty. It's so full of crap from Power Cruise. Two rebuilt transmissions from John over at Cody's Transmissions. Yeah, you can see Helen in her glory. We don't have to wrap the hat anymore. It's got AC. Yeah, I'm gonna really clean this up some more. I wasn't able to put any cabinets in because when we used it for Power Cruise, it wasn't technically mine. Mike was letting me borrow it and ended up finally getting it paid for. Now it's mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and put toolboxes and just nice mounts for everything. But first, we have an event, Burnout Wars, next weekend over in Jay, Oklahoma. So I need to get Helen out. I need to get these transmissions put in and transmission. I got two. I got one good one and one spare. But anyway, I need to get these transmission put in Helen so that we are ready to rip. We got a brand new converter from Speedmaster. Huge shout out to them. We're gonna go ahead, get this thing rolled out, get the new transmission converter put in. Let's get this thing fully prepped for going to Oklahoma. But after that, we have another deal from Speedmaster that I'm going to show you guys. So for right now, we're just going to work on getting this thing unloaded, clean the trailer, put the transmission in, and that's about it. So at the last burnout contest over at Power Cruise, had the bushing come out of the back of the pump on the transmission, and that's what really gave us our big fire at the end of the last burnout. So nothing crazy, just no hard parts were broken. I just ended up dumping fluid everywhere and making a mess. And so when we swapped over to the other transmission, when it took the bushing out, it also took the snout of the converter out, and I really don't know what caused what, but moral of the story is we're hitting this thing with 1,200 horsepower and something's bound to break eventually. So we had a bunch of solid runs with it. Can't really complain. So we're gonna put this all back together and get ready for this weekend. This unit is still a factory case, but it's a heavy duty factory case, like a Blazer. And then this is an SFI bell housing. So in case something ever did go wrong, it is like a blast case. So that's nice. Same thing with the flex plate. Everything about this thing is all SFI. I'm trying to be as safe as possible over here. Safe as we can get, at least. But old Helen, she's been sitting for a while. I'm excited to have her out again, and I'm gonna fire her up today and just kind of take a listen. It's been a while since I've heard her. I love listening to this thing. Big old blower. It's awesome. So yeah, I need to get this thing lifted up with the forklift, get her up on some stilts, because getting that under there without a lift is hard. The owner has his truck over there on the lift. It acts like he owns the place or something. All right, this is our brand new torque converter from Speedmaster. It's got the billet back on it. On the last one, it took out the snout. Whatever went, took out the snout. I don't know. Snout and the bushing were junk, so something along those lines. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there, make sure everything is good to go, make sure everything feels good, and then we'll get ready to put this thing in the old rod. So something that I noticed, if you watch my previous videos, I made the spacer for the old converter, and as you can see, this is aluminum and it looks like it's had a lot of wear and stuff on it. And it's really important that you have the center line between the back and the front of the converter completely perfect going into the transmission. After running it, the last converter was not perfectly in round, so I don't know if it was a converter or if it was one of these, but we got a brand new converter and I checked that is perfectly in round. This one is not. This slops around in there. So I made this, but I'm making a new one out of steel. That way that it does not mushroom or move around like this one does. Because if you look at this one, put it over it, you can see it moves around. That's a lot. That's not good. So putting this one in here, I already machined the backside. You can see that backside goes over the converter portion, and it fits amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the front side. That's gonna go into the crankshaft. Should be good to go. All right, spacer is made out of steel, nice and strong. It fits way tighter on the converter and the crankshaft, so that's good. Set this down, put some transmission fluid in there. So I always run one quart of red transmission fluid, and then the rest I just use tracker fluid, or a lot of people call it high guard. It's pretty much straight up hydraulic fluid for tractors, and that just kind of helps tighten everything up in the transmission. And the normal ATF there's nothing wrong with it, but I don't know, this is just kind of what they use. It's honestly just cheaper. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this quart. I always put the red quart in the converter, and that'll just kind of mix up with all the fluid, and it helps be able to read it on the dipstick and everything, having the tint of red in there. So I'm gonna go and fill this up, get it underneath, put it on the transmission, get the transmission mated up, get the dipstick tube in, fill it up, see if we can get this thing started tonight. All right, guys, transmission's in, fluids checked, everything's good to go. I'm getting ready to take off for the night, but I gotta start it up and kill it with fuel, like starve it with fuel, otherwise it'll sit here and have methanol in the cylinders, and we don't want that. So let's just start it up one more time, why not? All right, so I went ahead and got the transmission in, torque converter in. You saw I was checking fluid last night and everything looks good. So I have one more thing to address. Let me show you. It's gonna be these blanks from Joe Blow. So not a bad idea. These are a great idea, but there's just so much stress. You can see I put this bolt up here. It didn't have that bolt before. All it had was this one right here with no washer, and it started cracking this cup. And all my buddies cracked as well. It's not really anyone's fault. It's just the way that these work. This is just pulling in a lot of air right here, and it just flexes the cup. So it started cracking. So I put a really big fat washer right there to go past where it was cracking, hold it on better. And then I drilled a hole up here. So that way it's got 2 bolts holding it in, and it's not just trying to bend that cup back. So at Power Cruise, when I cracked the throttle, this thing was on the chip immediately, which is very uncharacteristic for this combo. I had this thing set up to where you stab the gas and it just hovers right there at like 6,800. I had the throttle stop like perfect set. So I'm trying to get back to that because I'm not trying to put this thing on the chip, and my cylinder head guys will probably kill me if I continue to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and get this thing to hover around 68, 72-ish. It usually has a 400 RPM variance because you're gonna load and unload depending on how you're spinning around. But I would rather not be on the chip. So I need to block off as much air as possible because each one of these blades is 140 millimeters, if that tells you anything. So it's hard enough to control one 140 millimeter blade, let alone 3. You know, your standard LS is 90, 92, 103. You know, some of the big LT engines and Hemi engines go up to like a 120, 123. So this is already way too much air going into it. So not too much, you can never have too much, but it's just having 3 blades is too much. It's not drivable. The second I crack the throttle, it's just 100% throttle. So hopefully this will help it. I got these nice bolts, ARP bolts, super strong. So I'm gonna go and put everything in and see how they work. Brother!
What'd you forget?
Oh my God.
Oh, we would have left it in there.
Dude, not good, bro.
Not good. Not good. Remember when we were talking about that?
Yeah. Okay, so
there's no way we would have left it in there.
No. Okay, we should be good. Test burnout, see what happens with everything.
Just don't hit the Honda. Still hit it? Still had to throttle it? You still had to throttle it to keep it off?
Yeah, as soon as I just let it go, it just... I need to adjust my shifter linkage too. It's not like... It's not right, but iron that out.
Look at him crawling out of that.
What's that?
My God.
Alright, I just adjusted the linkage. We're gonna try it again and see if I can get it off the limiter. Alright.
Done.
That seemed better. It didn't seem like limiter on that, right?
No, it did not.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Nice.
Happy with that.
I'm happy with it.
That was an okay burnout, you know? Like nothing crazy. We worked on Helen. We got everything rolling. Everything is good to go. Got it loaded up in the trailer. You guys know that I got a new trailer. I told you guys that earlier. I just spent all weekend cleaning it and setting it up. Go and check it out. Open the door. I got the dually. Sad fender, but that's all right. I don't know why I started over there. But here we are. We'll go wide view. Got the rat rod here. I still need to throw those tires in the back. But of course, Driven Racing Oil, our oil sponsor, and I would run them even if they didn't sponsor me because their oil is the best. Canopy right here. Thanks to Jacob, he gave me some Easy Track. So I put some up on the walls and had that to hold this in. That took up a lot of space laying down here on the floor. So glad to have that up. Got generator, all the chairs inside the generator deal there. These are license plates that freaking Sarah and Andrew got me over from Australia. I'm sure you guys know Linkage, the blue Corolla. Anyway, they got those for me. And so there's one on Helen, and then I put two right here just because I had them. And then obviously his right there. But I bolted down some toolboxes. So in here I have all my like glass cleaner, brake cleaner, everything like that. Right here you can kind of see I got some pliers or wrenches. Up here I got all my electrical tools, kind of like electric impact, all that type of stuff. This looks wrong, but it's bolted down. Those aren't going anywhere. Sockets, ratchets, all that type of stuff in there. I put that up, hung up all the cords, battery charger, fuel, air compressor. And I went through here. I still have a hat in here, but I made a whole tote specific to wiring. Nothing in here except for stuff to do wiring. So that's gonna be nice. I organized stuff, put a lot of sockets back. When we were in Power Cruise and we were doing the transmission, we were thrashing and we didn't put any tools back. We just put them all in one big tub and came home. So spent all day organizing tools, getting everything good to go, and just prepared for the next event. And now that the trailer's mine, I was more inclined to actually start doing stuff, screwing stuff to the walls, making sure everything looks good. So you see Helen's in there, she's looking good. Oh yeah, I did some a little deal right there to hold the straps up. I put some little hooks right there so that we can put a strap around the methanol. Methanol never really moved, but just kind of makes you feel a little bit better having something to keep it from tipping over this way. I didn't have anything on it going all the way to Minnesota, but I would rather have something. I always made sure I took corners turning right easier, so now I don't really have to. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tie the rat rod down. I am gonna buy a fuel jug holder, probably get it from 860 Performance over at Nitrous Outlet, so that I can have my fuel jugs right there. That's one thing that I think I'm gonna buy. I started looking at 860 and Pit Pal and all those places. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna outfit this trailer. And then you start adding all of it up, you're like, all right, I'm not gonna outfit this trailer. So I had all this stuff. It was in the garage that I don't use, and so I figured why not just bolt it down, make it work. And it's gonna work really good. I'm excited. So it's gonna be cool to have a shop to work out of. I'm just so ecstatic. Couldn't be happier. What's going on, everybody? We just hit Oklahoma. I actually hit it a while ago, but we're here. We have Burnout Wars tomorrow, but trailer's doing all right. A couple things fell down, but overall, not too bad. Helen's looking good. Everything's looking good here. So a couple tools shifted around, no big deal. For the most part, everything's stuck around. But yeah, Burnout Wars tomorrow. We will be popping ties. Right.
Hey, what are we gonna do here?
Well, we're with Grandpa, and he was only 2 hours away from the event, so I had to come visit, have dinner, and kind of show him what it sounds like.
Heck yeah!
So we're gonna fire old Helen up, and there's a cop across the street, so we might.
Oh yeah, literally, there's a cop right there waiting for us to do something. So it's gonna be bad. I'm sure we're going to jail.
We'll find out what happens.
We'll update you here in a minute.
You ready, Grandpa?
Hey!
You ready?
Are you ready?
What do you think, Dad?
That is loud. I've got these hearing things on. I'm talking way too loud. That is awesomely loud.
Pretty awesome, huh?
And just that little vroom, vroom, vroom. You know it's sitting, there's a heart inside of there going, I'm getting out of here. That is just awesome. Colin, amazing, amazing.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah. Holy. Dude.
That's awesome. I just came to see it.
Do you guys mind if I take?
Building that in.
No, it's a LS. It's a 416. It's a 871 blow.
I'm subscribed. So. That's awesome, man.
There's a bunch of videos of me doing burnouts and stuff.
That's freaking awesome. Really?
What are you guys here for?
What's going on, everybody? We made it over to Jay, Oklahoma. We're here for Burnout Wars. Can't freaking wait. First Burnout Wars that we've been to. It's our last one of the year, but I'm just glad we made it. But we're over here at Mid-America Outdoors. This place is crazy. It's awesome. We just watched the Barbie Jeep downhill race. That was interesting. A bunch of guys got hurt over there. That's good. But let's go check out the pad. All right, like Zach's truck's over there. Not a crazy big pad, but it's fine. Pretty good entry shoot though. So I think that'll work good. Let's go over here. Yeah, nothing crazy, but I think it'll work really well. Hell yeah. Mom and Dad took the rig to go to the bathroom, so once they come back with that, we'll get set up, get Helen out, and good to go. Filling her up with some driven racing oil. Getting everything ready to go. I got her filled up with some driven racing oil. The Speedmaster blower is all ready to go, but the belt's been on here for about six events, and it's starting to feather a little bit, as they do. So I'm going to put my brand new Speedmaster belt on here. I'd rather not spit it and put a new one on than spit it and ruin my chance of some decent money. So I'm going to go ahead, put a new belt on there, tighten up my dry stuff belt, make sure everything else is good. I already put new plugs, everything else is good in here. So I'm going to do that, put the Burnout tires on, and then other than that, we're ready to go. We're out here at Mid-America Outdoors. So this place is pretty cool. We just watched the Barbie Jeep downhill deal. That was pretty fun. We're just going to get everything put together and be done after that.
All right, we're here at Burnout Wars. Wait, we already do one of these.
Alright, so we got Burnout War guys behind us. We're doing interviews with the Skits for Kids guys. So I'm going to go over there, get some interviews done, talk about Helen a little bit, and then we'll get going.
You know what? So, Sarah, I'm going to need you to introduce yourself to the people and tell us what this is behind you.
My name's Colin Thomas. This is a 1940 rat rod, blown alcohol rat rod. We call her Helen. We call her that. That's just the name, you know.
Helen, the nasty bitch. Really? Okay. Very cool. Let's go into your office here and check this thing out. Not looking forward to it, but I am. Hey. I think we need to kick this off the cold stuff.
All right, we're here. They are running what they call the bro class.
I think he's gonna send it. Y'all wanna see him send it?
These are the non-pro guys.
You gotta give the people what they want.
Got a bunch of these guys out here saying they lift the trucks out and doing burnouts, but sitting here, Zach, me, Casey, Andrew, we're all set up at the trailer. We're just kind of sitting out here waiting for the class to get done. Once it's over, we'll go and start running the pro cars. So I don't know. We're gonna do a chip draw to see who's up first. So we'll see who's up first. But right now we're just watching the pro class. Alright, so 20 goes first, 21st goes second, and I am 22, so I go third. So we're gonna put the sticker on, get ready to go. Luxifers first, and then the NSK truck, and then me. So we got 6 or 7 guys in my class, we'll see what happens. thinking second or third. I don't think I got first. People are gonna question our sexuality. We keep blowing our trannies. Yeah. We need a telehandler for Kyle. I need to do one to get Helen in there, but gotta get them all rearranged so they can pull the truck out of the way and put Helen in the trailer. But we got the trailer all done up. We're gonna load up Helen and head out. But second place, not too shabby, right behind the best Australian in my opinion. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this video and see you guys next time.